Welcome everyone. My name is Mr. Russell and I will be your AP World History teacher for the 15-16 school year. I just wanted to take this opportunity to record a couple short videos that I'll be posting on the website. This first one is just an introduction, not only an introduction to me, but an introduction to the course. It's going to be very brief. We'll go over a lot of this information the first day of school, but I wanted to give you a little bit of background on the course itself, as well as the summer reading, and discuss the textbook that we'll be using, just in case you've had questions that might have come up over the summer over the textbook. So let me start by getting to the website. And if you have found this video, you found my website, you know where to look, that's great. If you have questions throughout the summer, there's plenty of places to find my email address. One of the best places will be right here. It's the email chad_russell@dpsk12.org. The number, if you try and call that, it won't reach me because that's to my classroom, and I'm not going to be in my classroom until next week, and I probably won't be looking at my phone messages until we start back. Once you get to the website, under AP World, there's 4 links, and these links will update constantly. In fact, I'll be doing a little bit of work over the next couple weeks updating some things for them. But AP World History daily assignments will be where you'll find homework throughout the course of the year. And again, I'll explain this a little bit more the first day of class. Class resources, this is where you'll find all of the information you need for each one of the units that we'll be studying. And the AP World History web links, this is a great place that you can find resources on writing strategies for the DBQ, for the continuity essay, for the comparison essay. You can find information on the entire year in world history here at the web links, and all those will be updated constantly throughout the year as well. But for now, I'm just going to concentrate on the summer assignment. So if you click on the AP World Summer Assignment, here at the top of the page, there are a couple things that I want to make sure to point out. The first one is going to be the summer assignment. And right here at the top is the AP World History Summer Assignment for 15-16. And this is downloadable. It's a PDF. You can use it. You don't have to, because everything that's found in this summer assignment is also found on the web page itself. But if you prefer to download it to your computer, use it while you're offline, that's one of the best methods. The next is going to be the textbook. And I want to really talk about this for a minute, just because the textbook information I've already had some questions on. So this right here is a picture of our textbook. You'll notice that right here at the bottom, if you can see, it says AP Edition. In fact, let me zoom in on that a little bit. It's kind of a blurry edition. You can't really see much, but notice that it says AP Edition here at the top. The reason it's important you get the AP Edition: Peter Stearns, who's the author of this book, is also one of the creators of the AP World History course for advanced placement for the College Board. And before he became one of the AP readers and creators of the course, he was a college instructor and he wrote college textbooks. So in writing the World Civilization series, and up to this point there have been, I believe, 7 editions. In writing the World Civilizations, he wrote them for college courses, meaning most of the time you'll find them split up into 2 editions, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Volume 1 is normally meant for first semester, Volume 2 is meant for second semester. What he ended up doing with the AP editions is condensing all of the information found in Volume 1 and 2 to follow the course themes that we study in AP World History. Those course themes don't necessarily exist in most college courses. So the problem with using a different version of the text: if you're reading Chapter 3 and we're reading Chapter 3, your Chapter 3 may not match ours. You may actually be behind by a few chapters. So if you decide to use a different version of the text, make sure you come and see me. Make sure you know what we'll be reading about so that you can make sure that you're reading the correct chapters. Otherwise, you won't do well on the quizzes and you'll find yourself fairly lost when we're talking about the chapters in class. You can find the textbooks on Amazon, on a lot of the other used textbook websites online. If all else fails, you can try and call the Pearson Warehouse. You'll notice that the phone number is right here on my webpage, 877-202-4572, and you can try to order directly from the warehouse. If all else fails, I have 4 editions in my classroom that I'm able to check out on short-term basis, and you can also come into my class during my office hours and use the textbook anytime that you'd like. So that could be another option for you if you find that to be an issue. If you scroll down a little bit further on the website, the next thing that I want to point out is the summer assignment part 1, which is mapping. And that's found right here. The mapping assignment is a series of 3 maps, and you have a few things that you have to label in those maps. After you've labeled the maps, make sure you study them. This is going to be a review of some geography from your 9th grade year. Most of you probably took geography. And it'll be a review of some of those fundamental areas worldwide that you will also be quizzed on the first week of school. So don't just complete the maps, make sure you study them to be ready for that quiz. Then you'll find some information on the book itself, as well as the author. And here at the bottom, this is where you'll find the bulk of the assignment. And this assignment right here, this is going to be over the book itself, and it comes in 2 parts. The first part will be the summaries, and the summaries are going to be half-page summaries on each chapter. The second are the reading questions, and yes, you have to complete them both. The reading questions are what you find listed right here under each chapter. So, for example, the beer chapter has 6 reading questions that you can answer within a sentence, 2 sentences, 3 sentences at most. And then the summaries should each be a half a page for each of the chapters. You'll turn all of those in the first week of school, and you'll also have a short quiz over the book. That quiz will take place the same day the quiz over the map takes place. It'll either be the Friday of the first week of school or the following Tuesday, the second week of school. So I just want to make sure that you're aware of those 2 things. Now again, you'll be doing both the summaries and the reading questions, and you'll be turning all of this in for credit in class. The last thing that I want to kind of point out to you are the 2 pages known as the class resources and the web links. I'm going to start with the web links. And on the web links page, feel free to look at any one of these links that you'd like. This really gives you a good idea of what we're going to be doing throughout the course of the entire school year. You have content-specific websites, regional websites, review websites, and then some other links about philosophy, art history, different narratives of world history, a lot of different information for you to kind of take a look at and explore. This will be a great place for you to do some reviewing too once you get to second semester and feel like you need to review some information. On the class resources page for AP World History, you can see that it's set up right now to be all the information needed for Unit 1 of our study. Unit 1 will be the unit that we'll be starting with the very first day of school. Notice that Unit 1, it's known as the Technological Environmental Transformations, and it normally goes from creation to about 600 BCE. Now, when we're talking about creation, we'll briefly touch upon things like the Big Bang Theory as one of the theories of creation. We'll also be looking at several creation stories from around the world and from different religious texts, but we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on creation. Instead, for the AP World History curriculum, we generally start around 10,000 BCE. And 10,000 BCE is really what's known as the start of human history in terms of what historians look at in order to really understand the evolution of human beings. And starting at 10,000, the first week of school, we're going to cover about 8,500 years of human history. Don't let that number scare you. 8,500 years of human history at the very beginning of human history, not a lot happens. We're going to be talking about kind of the agricultural revolution, Neolithic revolution, the springing up of different civilizations, especially in the Fertile Crescent. But within that 8,500 years, we cover it so quickly because there's not a lot to discuss. That's going to be the first week of our study. But feel free, if you'd like, to kind of explore some of these Unit 1 links. Some of them are videos. You have a couple PowerPoints that will be changed and switched up, but it will be some of what we'll cover the first week in class. Some of the readings. Try not to pay too much attention to the AP unit calendar, which you'll find right here. under calendar and handouts. I have to change the dates on that, so the dates won't be relevant for you at this point. However, feel free to explore anything else that you'd like. If you want to start reading from the textbook, the Stearns AP edition, it's going to be chapter 1. And if you're reading one of the combined editions or volume 1 of the edition, it'll be chapters 1 and 2. Feel free to dive in and read if you'd like to kind of get a head start. It's not required. That's the reading we'll be doing the first week of school, but I just wanted to mention it in case you're excited and you want to jump in and get a head start on some things. If you have any questions in the meantime over the next couple weeks, please feel free to email me. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. If I don't hear from you, then good luck finishing up the summer assignment. Have a great rest of your summer, and I will see all of you in just a couple weeks in August. Take a look at the website in the next few days, and again, I'll have a second video put up on the website covering the first 3 chapters of A History of the World in 6 Classes. And again, that video will just kind of go over some of the big ideas and big information from those first 3 chapters. Thanks a lot for listening, and everyone take care.